This is a quick note and I need to get through fast. This video has taken me so long to make that how I record my gameplay footage has actually changed. Before it used to just be a little drawing in the corner of the screen. Now there's a full water background, which is extremely distracting to some. So yeah, sorry. But the gameplay footage will change from both of those like a handful of times during the middle of this video. That's how long it took me to make this video. Yeah, I am incredibly sorry about that. And it will be very distracting. Anyway, please enjoy the video. When you think of horror, what do you typically think of? Maybe a horror movie, like Evil Dead or Saw? Or maybe a horror video game, like the creepy atmosphere of Silent Hill? Or the shooting demons in dark corridors of Doom? Well, what if I told you that with the newer generation of people, they're starting to think that a certain fast-paced, colorful character with a sarcastic attitude is scary. Now, who's this character that I'm talking about? Well, it's complicated. Yeah, sorry for that really dramatic intro. That's not, I'm not gonna talk like that. I just really wanted to get your attention with that trailer. Did it work? I sure fucking hope it does. Sonic the Hedgehog, he's a little man. He's a little man and he's fast. People find him scary. Like, the sight of just seeing the Sonic the Hedgehog 1 title screen produces fear into little babies, mainly little babies, like eyes. Like, you could show them Sonic the Hedgehog and they'd be like, that's most of Gen Z and Gen Alpha. But me, as a Sonic connoisseur, I love the little hedgehog that runs fast. Why not talk about all the horror in Sonic the Hedgehog? Or at least a good majority of it. So yeah, let's go on the journey of looking at the horrors of Sonic the Hedgehog. So we're going to start with official Sonic games. And why not start with probably one of the more infamous ones, that being Sonic CD. Now, Sonic CD isn't a good game, and I think the scary part is actually trying to beat this goddamn game. I did it after throwing up twice. But there's a little interesting factoid about this game, and if you're like playing the game on like Sonic Origins or the Steam release of Sonic CD if you got it before it got delisted, go down to soundtrack and change from JP to US. Do that in the main menu of the game. Then also go into settings and ensure that you have spin dash set to the first option, or else the game's going to be damn near unplayable. And then what you do is you go into the game and get to any boss. And you should hear this. That's fucking horrifying. That is a creepy-ass song. Like, why? In the fucking Japanese version of the soundtrack, which is why I told you to change it, it's like hip hop. It's like a 90s hip hop song. So, like, it's ridiculous, and it's the same theme as the Game Over theme too. So if you die 3 times, you hear that. Now, of course, That's not the scary part. The scary part is activating the sound test and looking at the image that's associated with this song. So pretty much to access the sound test, this is at least how to do it on the Sega CD version. You go to the main menu, you press down 3 times, so down, 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 left, right, then A. Then you have, you know, a bunch of things where you can put in numbers. Like, if you do this one, you get a little cute Sonic. You get a little guy. In this one, you get Tails. See you next game, because he's not in this game unless you have the Steam or Sonic Origins. And then you have the 2 infamous ones. This one, which is Batman. Which, I mean, Batman isn't exactly made for kids. Like, have you seen Dark Knight? It's kind of fucked up. And probably the more infamous one, this one. Saying something on the lines of, fun is infinite with Sega Enterprises, Majin. And from what I've heard, or at least remember, Majin is like Japanese Satan. And was like the nickname of one of the fuckers. I don't know which Sonic team member had that nickname. But yeah, yeah, this is kind of scary, but again, the Japanese version, it's actually kind of funny, because again, the Japanese version of the boss theme is like a rap beat. And of course, with any popular Sonic thing, there's an FNF mod made of it. You're going to hear that line a lot, because the FNF community is more autistic than the Sonic fans, which I thought wasn't possible. Oh boy, Tails Doll. This one's almost as popular as Sonic EXE. Now, where did Tails Doll come from? I don't know. Sonic Team just decided, yeah, let's make this guy for our Sonic racing game for Sega Saturn. Yeah. Alright. And then they made Tails Doll. To get him, you have to play the second track and get all the coins, and you unlock him. That's about it. There isn't much to him. He's not even a good character because he doesn't even jump. He just kind of floats. Which makes him one of the more bad characters in the game. Now, why is he so recognizable in the Sonic horror sphere? Because the fucking thing's kind of creepy. And it was also a creepypasta as well. I know I've heard the story before when I was very young, but I genuinely don't remember what it was about. But yeah, he's just kind of there, and he's kind of like the Robin of Sonic's Batman. Of Sonic EXE's Batman. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck's up with this thing, but it was apparently really creepy as hell. And Sonic and, you know, Sega being very nice to the fan base was like, yeah, he's kind of creepy, ain't he? And decided, yeah, he's going to appear in the comics. You haven't seen this fucker in a very long time. He's just going to spawn in the comics again. Why the fuck is he back? But yeah, I also remember I have this Tails toy, and I used to play with it with my cousin all the time. And I remember we would pretend it was the Tails doll, and it was like attacking us. And then we accidentally ripped the leg off because we were, you know, fucking tugging on the thing. That's all I know about Tails Doll, is that because of Tails Doll, it fucked up my Sonic toy. Sonic Schoolhouse is... Oh. An error has occurred. Well, anyway, Sonic Schoolhouse is an entertainment game, and it's not scary. It really isn't. I mean, it's kind of eerie. I mean, look at this fucking thing. But, I mean, it's not scary whatsoever. But there are people who are legitimately scared of it. A pretty good example I can think of off the top of my head is Peter Knetter, who has looked at this game twice. maybe even 3 times. And I remember his video. I remember him getting scared by it. Like, slightly, but still getting scared by it.
In order to get onto the bus. It's like a ritual. Okay.
So yeah. And I also think it doesn't help that the game has a little bit of liminality to it, which is just like a space that's very familiar and feels very empty. Except this game isn't very empty. You know, there's fucking Sonic running around. There's Eggman and his giant fucking chompers. But still, people are legitimately scared of this game. And there's another reason why I can think of that. And it's probably because this game was a huge inspiration for the hit classic Baldi's Basics in Edutainment and Learning. Yeah, this game is a huge inspiration. Fuck, both games even have the same unused file. What the fuck? So yeah, this game was a huge inspiration for Baldi's Basics. And that's probably the reason why people are scared of it. And why this game's fucking expensive. But really, there isn't much to talk about with Sonic Schoolhouse. Because there wasn't much there in the first place. I would probably have to save it for like its own review someday. But even then, like, there still isn't much to talk about, even with the history of the game. This was a stupid fucking entry. Welcome to the honorable mentions from the official Sonic section. Before we go on to the unofficial stuff, we'll just quickly talk about these. We got the possessed Amy from an episode of Sonic X. I could see how that is considered scary. That makes a lot of sense. Bobbin Face from the development CD of Sonic 2. What the fuck were they planning with this? Why is this fucker in the files of Sonic 2? It doesn't... It's like they were planning on making a different game, and they were like, you know what, fuck it, let's make Sonic 2. Then we have Supersonic from the Sonic comics in Europe. Fleetway. Not Archie. It's really interesting. They pretty much said Supersonic's evil. Sure, man. Yeah, so it's just like a really evil Sonic. So whenever he gets the Chaos Emeralds, he's evil. Alright. I never read any of the Sonic comics, so I really don't know how he's evil, but I know he's evil. Yeah, that's our honorable mentions. Now let's do the unofficial Sonic games, and Sonic media. Now we're talking about the unofficial Sonic stuff. The stuff that Sega never officially, like, made official. If that makes sense. But it's more of, you know, spooky stories to tell online. Part 9. And why don't we talk about the most famous one of them all, Sonic.exe, and the reason why most kids today will never major in a computer class. Because these motherfucking kids are scared of file formats. But pretty much a quick rundown of the original creepypasta, which is an outdated term. And pretty much this is how the story goes, about this fucking Sonic nerd who says that he's a huge Sonic fan, and he's never played a glitchy or hacked game before, which is a complete fucking lie, because the story was made somewhere around 2012, 2013. Sonic 06 existed. That means he skipped Sonic 06. And he got a package in the mail, that being a CD. And he hasn't heard from him for 2 weeks, and he sends him a CD saying, destroy this bitch before it gets you too. And of course, our protagonist is an idiot and doesn't listen, and it's a CDR with written Sonic.exe on it. So he goes home, and he really wants to play it because he's a big Sonic fan, and he throws it into his computer, like most people would do when getting a random package from one of their friends they haven't heard of from a very long time. It could have been a fucking virus. And he plays it, and he doesn't like it. It's very scary. The Sega logo now said Sega 666 because for some reason everyone just agreed 3 numbers mean Satan. I don't know how the fuck that started. And it was really scary. He couldn't play as Sonic. He could only play as Tails. He played as Tails. Then he walks around and is like, this is weird and shit.
Then Tails dies, and then he tries to shut off his computer. He can't. He can't shut off the computer. He tries his damnedest best, but he can't do it. And he starts like crying and shit or something. I don't know. And then he plays his Knuckles. Knuckles dies. Then he plays his Eggman or Robotnik dies. Then this little funny plush spawns out of nowhere and attacks him. And that's about the entire story. I don't know why he never tried unplugging the computer. I don't know why he didn't, like, after that and it didn't work, I don't know why he didn't just, like, throw the computer away. I don't know why he didn't do any of that. Because if my computer was stuck on some weird-ass Sonic game the friend that I haven't talked to in a long-ass time sent me in the mail, and it said to destroy the CD, I didn't listen, and I put it into a computer, and the computer wouldn't shut off, I would probably just ditch that computer. And just be like, alright, I'm living my life without a fucking computer. So yeah, that's about it. That's the entire story. Now, of course, with this being a spooky Sonic story from the middle of the 2010s, you would think that it would die out pretty fast, kind of like Tails Doll. But no, people are still attached to this thing. It's gotten to the point where people are more, like, where kids know Sonic EXE more than actual Sonic characters. Play the clip of that kid calling Shadow the Hedgehog Sonic EXE. If I ever see that kid in real life, I'm gonna punch him. But yeah, no, Sonic EXE was huge. Like, how huge? Like, pretty much every single piece of Sonic media out there has referenced him in some way. Fuck, even Sega knows of his existence. And has referenced him once or twice. Like, he is everywhere. He's Sonic levels of popular. But, of course, Sega doesn't like referencing him because the stuff's rated E for everyone, not rated M for mature. Unless you're Shadow the Hedgehog. So, yeah. And, of course, again, there's been FNF mods about Sonic EXE. Way too many, actually. Like, a ridiculous amount. It's to the point where there are two different Friday Night Funkin' communities. There's the normal ones and the EXE fans. And Athos fans, but we don't talk about them. Yeah, they get into their own separate pieces of drama. And, son of a bitch, I'm going to have to talk about Friday Night Funkin', aren't I? God damn it. Yeah, it's crazy. The Jeffy's Endless Athos game has Sonic shit. Now, here's something really funny. I suck at rhythm games. I've never been good at them. The only one I'm kind of decent at is Rhythm Heaven, but that's more because I can only use 2 buttons, and that makes it easy for me. And I still can't beat that fucking game. So FNF is even worse, especially since these are the settings I had to use for Jeffy's Endless Athos. And I still sucked ass at it. And God forbid the game that I'm about to talk about doesn't have a practice mode, son of a bitch. Yep, versus Sonic EXE, which is probably one of the most popular FNF mods relating to Sonic the Hedgehog. Doesn't have a practice mode, so every single one of these songs I failed, but we do get to see some of our old friends, like Sonic EXE, as it says in the goddamn title, Majin Sonic, which is that fuck-ass Sonic from Sonic CD, you know, the one where you had to put in the special code to see, Tails Doll, Lord X, who looks like an edgy teenager's 2015 OC, Needle Mouse. Who the fuck is Needle Mouse? Oh shit. Alright. Roll the title card. I don't think this one needs a title card, because this is the final entry. The final real entry. There's still honorable mentions, but still. Needle Mouse. What is it? Well, I think me trying to describe on what the hell I watch would be a little bit too complicated. So why don't you get my live reaction to it?
So here is the final entry of this video that took me way too long to make, despite it being kinda short. What is the story of the Needle Mouse? Well, what is the story of the Needle Mouse? The story of the Needle Mouse is that of a murder victim who came back by possessing and turning into a ghostly cartoon character. This sounds like every single fucking creepypasta ever goddamn made. Like all of them. Every single one. Every single one that has ever been created. Needle Mouse is canon to the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. What happened to Sarah after she left? She giggled. God turns into Abraham. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Is this Bible shit? This is the fucking Bible. Does Needle Mouse have a girlfriend? Yeah, it's probably Sarah. Lily is a character. Lily is a character of the Needle Mouse series. Although at first she was assumed to be Sarah's sister by the fandom, she is actually her girlfriend. Lesbian couple. What happened to Sarah and Needle Mouse? Oh, she fucking died. Wow, really? I would have never guessed. Damn. Who is the robot girl in Sonic? That is not... Who the fuck is this? I need to read the comics. There's no robot girl in Sonic. Yeah, there is. The hot chick from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. She was a robot, right? She was in love with, like, Eggman Jr. or whatever the fuck. I don't remember. How does... What the fuck? How, when she got pregnant, Sarah was childish until she was 90? Oh, this is fucking... This is the wrong Sarah. This is Bible shit. This is not Sonic the Hedgehog shit. Sarah's gender. Sarah is a girl's name. Much like Noodle from Gorillaz. What the fuck? Sarah's a girl's name. But later changed to male. Trans male. Wait, so is she not a lesbian anymore? Hold up. Hold on. She is actually her girlfriend. Her girlfriend. But down here it says it's a he. Was changed again. Changed to female. Make up your fucking... Sarah's a girl's name. Who the fuck is named Sarah and is a boy? What the fuck? This shit's complicated. Who is Needle Mouse Tails? Luther. Shut the fuck up. Why is Eggman evil? He's Cadaver and he got fucked up. And he became fat. Who had the baby at 80 in the Bible? Why? That was Elizabeth, of course. Sarah. She's very important to the lore of both Needle Mouse and fucking Sonic. Why was Tails crying in Sonic EXE? That's a good question. It's because the remaining duo are killed by an angry Knuckles. Of fucking course. That doesn't happen in the goddamn game. What does the R mean in Sonic R? Every course begins with the letter R. Wait, fuck it, for real? Resort Radic. Oh shit, yeah, no. Huh. Neat. Did Sonic marry Sally? I don't remember that. Yes. And had their children, Manic and Sonia. What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Wait. Manic and Sonia? I thought Manic and Sonia was Sonic's siblings. Wait a fucking minute. Hold on. Manic and Sonia. That's the green and fucking pink Sonic from Sonic Underground. I thought those were Sonic's siblings. What the fuck? Who's Tails' girlfriend? Zooey. That's from Sonic Boom. That doesn't count. Who is M. Shadow's sister? Amy Schumer? Who does Sally Acorn have a crush on? No way. For real? Who is Rouge's crush? It is the fragrance, Nia Rakili. Yeah, I remember that. It's crazy. Sonic lore is so advanced. Wikifur, by the way. Who is Shadow's BFF? Oh my god, it's like fucking Maria. Who is Knuckles' girlfriend? Oh no, that's Ken Pender shit. I'm not going. Who's Silver's wife? In personal life in 2015, Silver married interior designer Maggie Groose. They have 2 daughters. God damn, this Sonic lore is fucking crazy. Is Peppermint Patty a girl? That's a good question. Yes. What the fuck is this image? What the fuck is this image? What the fuck is this image? I'm saving this, man. What the fuck is this image? This is going in my fucking photos. Peppermint Patty. Get the fuck out of here. Silver's family. Giovanni. This is Pokemon lore. I don't give a shit about Pokemon. I think every Pokemon fan should be hung in public. It's very... Why is Eggman bald? Yes. He is bald. What the fuck is this? What are these fucking images? This is someone's fucking profile picture. Who married Ben 10? I don't care. Is Eggman obese? Eggman is an obese human. I'm saving that for later. That's a secret mouse tool that'll help us later. Yeah, Eggman's smart. What's Bowser's IQ? What the fuck? He probably just said that to be a smart ass or something. It's not his actual... Who's Cream's crush? Cream's crush is Rouge the Bat... What the fuck? Cream is like fucking 12. She has a crush on her and is shown to be affectionate towards her in some fan fictions and fan art. Then it's not fucking true now, is it? Yeah, very cool, man. Cream is like fucking 12, by the way. How old is Cream the fucking rabbit? I don't remember. She's like 9 or something. It's fucking like, she's young. Cream the rabbit. Age. She's like fucking like 9. Oh shit. That's younger than I fucking thought. Holy shit. What's Mario's IQ? 30. Mario's fucking stupid. Bowser's IQ is actually 5. Yeah, that's a little bit more fair. That seems more accurate because Bowser's fucking who's Liliac Sonic? What the fuck? What? Freedom? What? Is a Sonic fan character? Is Cheese a Chow? Cheese is a Chow. No shit. Is Sonic's sister canon? Manic and Sonia were never canon. Then what was this bullshit up here about them being like fucking son and daughter or some shit? What is Mr. Bean's IQ? Mr. Bean is smarter than fucking Einstein, which I find hilarious. What was Einstein's last words? I am at mercy of fate, and I have no control over it. Kind of a mid thing that is happening to me right now. I fucking hate it. Who did Rouge kiss? Gambit. Oh, this is fucking nerd shit. I don't care. That's the get Despigs on that shit. Oh wait, he's fucking missing again. Cause he can't do shit for more than 2 weeks before he gives up. Does Sonic have a sister? Uncle Chuck. He's my favorite. Hold on, is this the Uncle Chuck I'm thinking of? No, I think I'm thinking of Polly. Who the fuck is Uncle Chuck? Sonic. What the fuck? It's just Sonic with a fucking mustache. I'm thinking of Polly. You ever seen Polly? You ever seen fucking Polly? He's my favorite character. I fucking love Polly. I hope they bring him into the fucking movies. And her. I don't know who the fuck she is. Keep that in mind. Why does Shadow look like Sonic? It's because whenever they were drawing Sonic and all they had was a pencil, they thought, whoops, I made Sonic black. Let's call him Shadow, because he looks like a shadow. And that's how we had Shadow. Does Knuckles have a crush on Sonya? Sonya and Knuckles had a mutual crush at each other at some point. I don't know any of this shit, by the way. What is Sonic X Heroes Forever? What the fuck is Sonic X Heroes Forever? Oh no. Oh my god. I need to see the Sonic Peace wiki. I need some fucking peace. God damn. What is the Sonic D Hedgehog? Shut up, it's Sonic T Hedgehog, motherfucker. His middle name's The. Sonic Boom confirmed it. What is Sonic Peace? Formerly known as... Yeah, no, that's my favorite series. You wanna know my favorite series? My favorite series is... Series follows Sonic and his crew of pirates. This is just fucking One Piece. But Sonic. This is One Piece if it was good. Why is Sonic afraid of water? Because he can't swim? Who's Knuckles' ex-girlfriend? Jelly Sue. Damn, that relationship didn't last long, huh? Mina Mongoose. Who the fuck is Mina Mongoose? She's kind of a baddie. Damn. Yeah, if I was Tails, I'd be hitting that shit. Son of a bitch. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Needle Mouse. Oh, 25 minutes? That's too long. I can't. I'm not doing that.
Hey guys, can I run with you? Yeah! No! Whee!
Shin Sonic is, this thing. I don't like looking at this fucking thing. Looking at this thing makes me feel fucking gassy. I hate looking at it. On the next goddamn thing, I fucking hate it. We're all very aware of DeviantArt, aren't we? Of the weird Sonic diaper-filled shit in there. You got your Shadow the Hedgehog marrying Shrek shit. You got your Sonic toilet stuff. But what if someone took all that and disguised it as a bunch of prototype Dreamcast games? That's when you get Sonic Dreams Collection. Dear Lord. Now, I've already played this game and showed most of what it has to offer. Go watch the Playing Weird Games Sonic Dreams episode, because that would be, you know, the general Let's Play of the game. And in short, this game has 4 game modes. Make Your Sonic, where you can make your own Sonic. Eggman Origins, which doesn't work and needs like a fucking password and shit. It's really weird. Movie Maker Sonic, which you make movies of Sonic and Rouge having sex and giving birth. It's beautiful, really. And you have My Roommate Sonic, which is probably the most notable title on here. As there's the Sonic feet shit, and it's just it's weird. It's just there's so much to it. But yeah, again, I don't have really much to say about this game, as I already did an entire Let's Play on the game. So, yeah. Our final topic. You're probably thinking I'm gonna say something like Christian. No. How about someone worse? You ever heard of Just Sonic? Just Sonic is a lolcow, I think. I think the most notable thing about him is he fucked a Sonic plush. Now, that's not the worst part. This is... Yeah, he didn't just fuck this thing. He destroyed it. Like, how the fuck does it get to that color? Like, what the fuck do you have to do to that thing? to get it to that fucking color. God damn. I don't have the time, and I honestly don't care to get into it. I know he's been on some pedophile type shit, though, which is just the fucking cream of the crop, man. And the worst part is, I have that fucking plushie. Yes, I have the plushie. Of course, not his. I don't think he'd ever sell it. But I do have the exact same branded, same year Sonic stuffed animal. I think it's a little bit smaller, though. And you know, since this is the end of the video, it just makes you wonder, what the fuck is it about this hedgehog that just brings fear into people? Why do people want to make this thing so fucking scary? And I wish I had an answer. But I don't. Sorry. Hope you weren't looking for the answer in this video. You know, it only took a few months to make this fucking video. Sorry for wasting your time. That was the weirdest game of Sonic I have ever played in my entire life.